Hi, I'm R.C. Peck. When I was a kid, I absolutely loved magic. And there was these two guys named Penn and Teller. And they had this magic act in Las Vegas that I was lucky enough to go see. And magic always fascinated me because it just seemed really magical. Like, there's no way that could have happened. And here's these two guys that come along that show this magic trick. And then after they show it, and the whole crowd's like, oh my gosh, they turn it around and they show you how they did it. And as soon as they show you how they did it, you're like, that's not magic. It's almost like if you were on the side of the stage and you watched a magic act happen, you could see like, oh, they're just using some tools and there's some skill to making the tools work, but seems pretty learnable. Well, for over 20 years, when I started that conversation as a kid, I'm like, I bet you there's these magicians in the world of money, or people who think they're magicians, who seem to create money where money wasn't before. And to people looking at them, like, that money came from nowhere. When everyone's losing, they're winning. When everyone's winning, they're winning a lot more. And there's three guys who I consider like the best financial magicians ever. And so I started following them. And at first, I'd look at their magic act straight on. I'm like, wow, they must just have bigger brains than me. And they just actually might be magical. But the more I kind of pulled back the curtain and saw what they did, it's kind of like I was standing on the side of the stage and I was watching them and going, that's it? Like 20 years of searching and a couple skills, a couple tools, and it turns out, yeah. Because when the point of view changes, everything changes. And in this course is those three men's magical tricks. But when you see them, and I kind of show you from the side of the stage what they are, you go, wow, here's three billionaires all over the age of 65, some in their 70s, okay? So they've had the skill for 30, 40, 50 years. And I've kind of pulled the curtain back on the magic act, stood on the side of the stage and said, I know those skills. In fact, those skills are teachable. They're learnable. Anyone can learn them. Anyone. And that's the information that's in this course. So if you've ever said to yourself, this just seems too magical or ethereal, and it's not for me, and there's any level of interest in learning actually how the magic trick happened, this is the course that pulls the curtain back on these three billionaires. When I mention their names, you may not even recognize who one of them is because he's so rich. He bought the Boston Red Sox a few years ago. I think he spends money to make sure people don't know who he is. That's what you get in this course. You get the tools, you get the skills, and it changes people's lives. And finally, they have the freedom that they want. They have the security that they want, and they get it now.